Moccasins are a staple shoe of North American Indians that has a history of 30,000 years. Moccasins had their own characteristics depending on the terrain, but they are often divided into two types: soft-soled and hard-soled. In mountainous areas, they were hard-soled, and in forested areas, they were soft-soled. Indians began sewing moccasins from a single piece of leather and with only one seam on the front or side. After colonization, Europeans quickly adopted the traditional footwear of the Indians and began wearing them for hunting and for walks in the woods, and with the development of fashion began to walk around the world. On the other side of the world, in Russia war pistons, the essence is the same. The foot is closed with a piece of leather on the sole side. This is the principle of moccasin design. An oval insert or a cord assembly can be made on top. After the Second World War, moccasins began to gain great popularity. The new generation paid attention to the comfort and practicality of the model. Resourceful entrepreneurs picked up the trend and started producing shoes. In 1946, Philip Miller's Minnetonka Moccasin Company came into being, a feature of which was that the moccasins were hand-embroidered and decorated with fringe. The ethnically embroidered moccasins were a souvenir for tourists, not an everyday shoe. The appearance of a Hollywood character in ethnic loafers led the company to success. From that point on, they began to be worn as everyday shoes. By 1980, Hush Puppies came along and began producing moccasins for adults and children. They improved the traditional sewing technique. They added insoles to them and put pads in the heels. But the firm became popular only in the 90s when it released a collection of multicolored moccasins. Having sensed the demand, manufacturers began to improve the models. Luxury versions of shoes appeared on the showcases, even those specially designed for motorists with spikes on the sole, which are produced under the brand name Car Shoe. Moccasins are comfortable for traveling, long walks, driving, and that's why they didn't stay in the 20th century. They are worn now, and from the variety of moccasins, sometimes I don't know what to choose. After all, they are sewed and famous fashion houses and companies without a name.